a little pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband, my father-in-law. I get this. Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that.
Ma'am. Stop it. You are not grateful. A grateful woman would not express gratitude for her husband and father-in-law building a house that she's going to benefit from by going online and making them look bad, doing all this complaining. That's not how you do that. You are very ungrateful and you're out of order. Really quick here, this woman right here, she works outside of the house. Not sure if it's part-time or full-time. Very insignificant because her husband, he's the one who's taking care of her. Her husband, he's building a house for them along with his father. His father is helping out. She tried to minimize his father's role by saying, oh, mostly my husband is the one who built this house. And basically she was only pointing that out because she believed that her father-in-law had no authority to send her this text message. We're going to get into all of that, but first take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Click the notification bell for all updates, and if you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. A few of you sent this in, and shout out to Think Before You Sleep for capturing this. But let's go ahead and take a look at that text message that she's so upset about. Her father-in-law said, when you get home tonight, I need for you to clean off all of the kitchen counters, put the tools in the utility room, put the trash on the front porch, and sweep and vacuum all of the hard surface floors. That would help Jake and I for tomorrow. Thank you very much in advance. You're the best. She's like, he's not even my husband. My husband is the one who's building this house. He's not really helping that much. Why is he telling me what to do? She wanted to be a brat, so she got online and basically blasted her father-in-law and her husband. She did not want to be a team player. She did not want to wipe off the counters. She did not want to put up the tools, and she did not want to put the trash on the front porch. That's what he was asking for her to do, to tidy up that area. It probably would have taken her 1 hour. I bet she spent more time complaining, talking on TikTok, messaging people and telling everybody about their business, outing her whole family. She spent more time doing that than just cleaning up the space. And of course, all those people on TikTok, they agreed with her. People saying, don't be a slave. You're not the maid. Why would you be doing this? You have to understand, her husband and his father, they are building the house alone. They don't have a crew. They don't have extra hands on deck, so they're just asking for her to help by cleaning up the space. It's not like they wanted her to install new flooring.
But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess.
Now listen, Karen, I don't care what you did all day. It's called sacrificing for your family. Your husband is building a house for the both of you and your future kids. Talking about look what she came home to. You came home to a house. Do you understand that there are women who would take your position? They would trade spaces with you in a heartbeat. Why are you so ungrateful, American woman? And that's the reason why a lot of white men, they're getting tired of women like this too. She's talking about she don't want to clean up a mess that she didn't make. Oh yeah, you want to take it there? You don't want to clean up a mess that you didn't make, but you're perfectly fine with living in a house that you didn't build?
That's what she said.
And yeah, it's petty, but she's the one that's really being petty. She took their private text message and shared it online. Do you know almost 7 million people saw this? And you had people slamming her husband and her father-in-law. She's a liability that got the world in their business.
Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away, clean the entire, all this, everything off the floor. I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house. And I have to get this all done tonight before my husband gets home so I can spend time with him.
Poor little you, it was just so much work. You notice how she quickly took ownership talking about my house, as if it's her house and not their house. But anybody knows when you're building a house or you're renovating a house, you're gonna get sawdust in the house. It's a part of the process. So yeah, she vented online. This video got like 7 million views. You had people on there trying to give her advice, which is so funny. But this is her fault. She's the one that got all these people in her business. Oh yeah, and then she came back to thank people for their advice and taking her side against her father-in-law. Take a look.
So last night I did not clean the house. You guys really opened my eyes and made me see that like this was not my problem. It's not my thing. There's so much. I bitched to my husband last night and told him that I was really pissed off. And so I get home today and this is what I come home to. A fully cleaned house. They have a little bit of stuff right here, but that's fine. That's it. They organized all their tools and I didn't have to do a single thing. Either they got the message that was super disrespectful, or they think I'm completely incompetent and they won't ever ask me to do anything again. Either way, win for me.
Okay, so she got back on the internet to brag about getting her way. She didn't clean the house. That's because the other unhinged women on TikTok, they convinced her that it wasn't her problem. And that's exactly why she went there anyway. She didn't want to do it, but she wanted to get validation from a group of people telling her that she was doing the right thing by not doing it. She went on to complain to her husband and nagged him into getting her way, gloating in front of millions of people about how she won over her husband. But at what expense? Did she really win? She made her father-in-law look bad in front of the world. She made her husband look bad in front of the world. You had women calling them out, talking about misogyny and slavery. When, by the way, anything that a man tells a woman to do, she's under the impression that that's misogynistic. I mean, anything. And with this woman right here, behind that little sweet voice is an evil woman. Very, very dangerous and a huge liability. Just look at the satisfaction that she had when she thought that she won an argument. Women like her, they can't be trusted. She will do and say anything just to win.
This is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. But I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. We had a long conversation a couple days ago, my husband and I, and we've come to the conclusion that the best thing for both of us is for this to end. So we are getting a divorce. We've been separated for the past couple days, obviously. We just have to put the legal actions into motion. But yes, we are getting a divorce.
This woman is a complete moron. She told everybody she was looking for an apartment, and sometime after that, she ended up deleting her TikTok account. She had thousands of followers and millions of views. That video right there, almost 7 million views. In that last video there, she said they decided to get a divorce. I'm thinking it was her husband and his family that had enough of her, because this can't be the only time that she's acted out like a drama queen. And honestly, she probably was never a wife to begin with, but her husband ignored the red flags and married her anyway. And about the whole construction thing, even if you have an outside construction company working on your home, they will tidy up and put things in order, but you will still have to go behind them sometimes and clean up your house, because nobody's gonna get your home right like you can. But in this case, it wasn't even an outside company. It was her father-in-law, and she said it was her husband as well. So we're talking about a family project. This woman is selfish, entitled, uncooperative, all of that. That's her. And even if she had a problem with them, why broadcast it to the world? Why wreck your home? But hey, I guess that's called empowering women. You know, convincing them to wreck their home and validating their bad choices. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Special shout out to Dark Power. Thank you for all of your support, as well as James D. I appreciate both of you. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balance analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.